So still 14 yards to go, second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota will find his tight end. That's Waller. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
3rd and 10.
On third down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Jared Cook.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw Mariota. Launch a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. As he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
6. And it's 3rd down.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
To throw on 3rd and 1. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14. Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up by the Saints.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mariota. He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On play action, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Harris returning. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Clay Matthews still one of the best at doing that as he gets in to make the tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, partners, a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Number 28, Josh.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Saints on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Thomas. Touchdown.
Michael Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are pouring it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 41. Raiders 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, and just jacking back to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes inside and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A give. This is Kamara. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give to Burton, the fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking for it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Malcolm Jenkins.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Jackson on 3rd down, going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.